Hello and welcome to Norwood High School for the MIAA Division II preliminary round between the Amherst-Pelham Hurricanes and your Norwood Mustangs. Now let's beat the visitors from Amherst-Pelham Regional High. Number 1, Cedar Conrad. Number 3, Ivory Arwin. Number 5, Talia Sadiq. Number 6, Aaliyah Kenny. Number 7, Mariana Mendoza Torres. Number 8, Kiko Bomick. Number 9, Zoe Candido. Number 10, Ava Carey. Number 11, Amelia Luchin. Number 12, Tia Binzen. Number 13, Abby Como. Number 15, Mars Leonard. Number 17, Claire Kennedy. Number 18, Jill Crosby. Number 4, Francesca Sloan. Number 20, Kiera Cuniff. And number 22, Ava Ciccarelli. And now, the starting lineup for your Norwood Mustangs. Number 2, Julia Gallo. Number 3, Olivia Naughton. Number 5, Emily O'Connor. Number 6, Katie Pritchard. Number 7, Mackenzie Conley. Number 10, Nora Staunton. Number 11, Allie Mannering. Number 12, Jess Zamito. Number 13, Evan O'Neill. Number 14, Megan Malloy. Number 16, Madison Doucette. Number 17, Emily Spadorsha. Number 18, Olivia Lodge. Number 19, Shay Larkey. Number 20, Sophia Venditti. Number 21, Bridget Sopel. Number 22, Michaela Brown. Number 24, Charlotte Martino. Number 25, Maddie Sopel. Number 26, Quinn Brown. And number 42, Joanne Yamoa. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. It's like, damn, we just skipped the whole first verse. Norwood High School and Norwood Community Media. I'm Joe Spadorsha, here for the preliminary round of the MIAA Division II Girls Lacrosse Tournament. Norwood High School taking on the Amherst-Pelham Hurricanes here from Norwood High. Coming into this game, Mustangs 9-9 for the second straight season, and they finished with a 31 ranking in the state. Amherst-Pelham coming into this game 16-2, very strong record. Somehow at 34 ranking, probably has to do with strength of schedule. We're excited for this one. Nine and 9 on paper for the second season in a row, but the team has improved in many areas. So speaking with the head coach, Mike Lodge, talked about the areas that the players have improved in, and it's just understanding their roles and playing better within those roles throughout the season. And something to keep an eye on as this game goes and as the first quarter opens is the transitioning from defense to offense and being able to transition back to get back on D. And this should be on paper, and from the film, looks like this should be a very competitive game, a 31 and a 34 seed. Again, the 34 seed, 16-2, is the away team into this one. It's kind of interesting. So, again, strength of schedule coming into play there. In for the opening draw, it's going to be Olivia Lodge. And for the Hurricanes, Abby Como. Be a holding violation, and the draw control will go to the Mustangs. Spidorsha picks it up, swings it ahead for Olivia Naughton. Naughton's going to take it down behind goal line extended. They have 3 down low. They're moving it up to the wing now. That's Nora Stanton. Fed it up top to Shea Larkey, who's going to move it across for Bridget Sopel. Here's Lodge with a dodge. That one mishandled out front, recollected by the Mustangs. It's Bridget Sopel. Sopel with a small, short-distance shovel pass. And a quick restart here. Shea Larkey with speed coming down the lane. She's going to fire, and a bounce shot. She scores. Mustangs strike first here in the preliminary round, and it's 1-0 Norwood. Shea Larkey with the opener. Shea Larkey, the second leading scorer on this Mustang squad. Pretty impressive for a 3-season athlete. Just an incredible athlete. Draw control here, this one by the Hurricanes. Moving it ahead now. I believe that's Francesca Sloan with the ball in the far wing. She's going to take it behind X. She's going to turn the corner with speed, but stopped there by the Mustang defense. Doing a good job with their sticks up. Shovel pass, Bomick. Skip pass this time from Arwin. And Sloan had a tough time receiving it, so she's going to pick up a ground ball, uncontested. Sloan with a dodge. Feeds it on back for Como, and a flag is down on the play. We'll await the call. There's going to be a reset from the outer fan. Fakes a pass to her left, moves right, and she misses the net. And it's going to remain Hurricane ball. I think that was Abby Como in that last play. Another short pass, and that one intercepted by Larkey, who couldn't control. And the Hurricanes regather. Abby Como looking to her left. She feeds Kiko Bomick. Bomick now slowly moving to the right, looking left. She finally feeds back left to Como. Larkey doing a good job keeping Como in front of her. She's going to keep her to the outside. Another flag is down. And it's going to be reset. Hurricanes are once again going to get the ball, this time in the inner fan. She rips it, and a save there. by Allie Mannering. That's the transitions we were looking at that I mentioned in the pregame. We've seen big improvements, but the first one of the Mustangs unsuccessful. Here's Arguin. Skip pass to her left. And one kind of lollipop to Candido. Cutting across the back side, feeds to her left, and that one just high over Allie Mannering's right shoulder and over the top of the crossbar, but it will remain Hurricanes' ball. Behind the net now, Claire Kennedy. She's going to feed it outside now for Sloan. Sloan looking to go topside on Spidorcia. Spidorcia around the screen. Another flag is down, so this will be a free possession for the Hurricanes. We're going to continue to play on. Shot, another save by Mannering. And it's going to go back into the cross. Actually, she was torn down the end of the play. That's Sloan. And it looks like she'll get a free possession out of it. No, just kidding. They were just making sure she's all right. The Mustangs will start with the ball in transition now, looking to get on the offense. Won the opening draw, lost the draw off the goal, and haven't been able to get the offense going. Haven't even been able to clear the ball past their own 30-yard line. And the Hurricanes will pick it up once again. Transition here. Here's Larkey with speed. Larkey moving to her right, finding a lane, shot and a save. And it snuck in. So the Mustangs have probably had about 10 seconds of offensive zone time, and they were already up 2. It was Larkey again, I believe. Turning the defense into offense, Shea Larkey. Very good transition by number 19 in white, and way to capitalize. That quick, explosive offense playing well for the Mustangs so far. Another draw here. It's Abby Como and Olivia Lodge once again. Como comes out and wins her own draw. Ahead for Sloan. Feed it back up to the top for Como. Como runs into her own player. Shot from far out, and that one will be wide, and Hurricanes are the first ones back, so they'll maintain the possession. Zoe Candido on the baseline, I should say. She'll go up top for Sloan. Sloan with the Canadian lefty down the left-hand side. Won't switch into her left hand, but will hold that stick on the other side of her body. Coming around the corner now, question mark cut. And she's fought off to the outside. That was number 10 in maroon, Ava Carey. And that'll be an errant pass, so that'll be Mustangs' possession. Apparently we're really specific on which balls we use. Ref wouldn't let her use the one she originally picked up. Here's Larkey at the 15. Moving it ahead now for Bridget Sopel. Sopel with a stick in her left hand now, moving down the left-hand side. Just about the 37 on the offensive side of the field. And it will be a restart. Larkey splits the defender. Ahead now for Spidorcia. Spidorcia looking for some space, and she's going to slow it down. Back up top for Larkey. Over for Spidorcia. Fed down low to her right for Naughton. Back behind the net. Lodge again. Shot, and she scores. I think that was Olivia Naughton to make it 3-0 Mustangs. Olivia Naughton, 4-year starter for this team, 2-time Tri-Valley All-Star honorable mention, and a TVL All-Star this season. She's playing more lacrosse after this year. She's going to move on to play at Springfield College. And she makes it 3-0 Mustangs here. Of course, the captain and 4-year starter of this team, Olivia Naughton. As the Hurricanes control another draw. Oh, it was a good find there. Second chance at it, and that one wide again. There's a lot of bodies back there. Where will it go? And it'll be Mustangs' possession. Good play there and good hustle on the missed shot. Dangerous pass, but again, they're looking for Larkey on all of these clears as a quick restart. Larkey ahead for Spadorsha. Spadorsha's going to look for it, and she's going to leg it up past the 50, over the 40, past the 30. She's going to look over her options, right around the 25. She's going to feed it back for Larkey, who's gained her breath back. Spadorsha looks to her left, skip pass down to the wing. Back down low now. Back behind, Lodge has a lane, and a save there. Stood tall was Conrad. Here's Sloan. That one just ahead is going to let it come to her. Rolls under. And finally recollected by the Mustangs. Emily O'Connor had trouble on the original read, but caught it on the roll. Evan O'Neill ahead. And Olivia Naughton fed to her right for Spadorsha. Back down low for Lodge. Lodge gets her pocket picked, but recollected by the Mustangs. It's Jess Zamito down there. Gonna work it around the top of the circle. Misfired pass. Mustangs recollect. Mustangs going to use the opportunity to get a change. Change of personnel out there, and a quick scoop pass from Como to Sloan. Caught her in the head on the way by, so we're going to get a reset. A second opportunity at it. On the close wing now. It's Bomick. Bomick looking, backdoor. Couldn't grab it there. Ava Carey wide open on the doorstep, but she couldn't grab it in her cross. And the Mustangs will transition once again. Here's Olivia Naughton with the stick in her left hand. Looking back now, feeding Quinn Brown. Brown's going to pull it out and give it a Lodge. Lodge is going to take her time. Lefty pass to Larkey. Ahead for Sopel. Shot and just left of the cage. As 90 seconds remain in this opening quarter. Mustangs still up by 3. Here's Sopel. Looking for Larkey. She's going to shovel pass to Larkey. Keeping her player with her. Larkey's going to keep her stick in her left hand. Move it to her right. Try to collect it off the bounce. Loose in the crease and picked up by Lodge less than a minute to go in this opening quarter. She's taken it to the ground on the play. Going to be a free possession for the Mustangs. Looking to make this lead 4 goals. Cuts back, shot! A save there by Conrad. Recollected by the Mustangs. Here's Larkey looking for space. Finds Sopel. Shot and another save by Conrad. "15 seconds to go. Bomick. Sticking her right, back in her left. Coming down the side, tough angle shot and a save by Mannering. And that should do it for the opening quarter. Mustangs 3, Hurricanes 0. We'll be right back right after this. Hello and welcome back to Norwood High, the preliminary Division II MIAA Girls Lacrosse Tournament. Norwood High taking on the Pelham Amherst Hurricanes. We'll come down onto the field now. For the second quarter, Norwood in the lead 3-0. Pelham ahead in the draw controls, I believe. I'm waiting for my statistician to hand me my notes. Here they are. Shot attempts both at 7 for each team, but which team's more on target? The Norwood Mustangs. They've had 6 shots on goal and 3 goals and controlled 1 of the 3 draws, as that one's blown dead and will be awarded to the Mustangs. So they'll open the second quarter with a draw control. So that ties the amount they had in the first quarter. All their goals so far coming from besides, shot and a goal for Olivia Lodge. Will start out quickly in the second quarter. The captain getting things started here in 2Q. She's going to the University of Akron to play lacrosse and study communications next year, I should say, in the fall. And it's 4-0 Mustangs. Larkey in for the draw control this time, and she wins on a jump ball. Quick restart. Lodge will keep it going. Skip pass for Spidorsha, who's all right. Short pass, and a quick goal! What a quick play there from Spidorsha to Staunton. And it's 5-0. And Coach Andy McDougall is going to take a timeout to talk it over. Just 41 seconds here into this second quarter. Let's talk a second about Nora Staunton. Had that last goal for the Mustangs. Playing attack in this game, but described by Coach Mike Lodge as a true midfield, I should say. He just needed to find a way to keep her on the field. That shows how valuable she is to this game and how valuable she is to this contest. Scoring a goal there to make it a 5-goal lead for the Mustangs. Lodge went on to describe her as an incredibly smart, incredibly smart player with great skills with her stick. Great stick skills. Not very flashy, but always in the right spot. We'll go back to talking about Olivia Lodge. Scored the 4th goal. Leads the team in scoring with 87 goals and 30 assists this season. 87 goals in one season for Olivia Lodge. She'll go on to keep playing lacrosse at the University of Akron next season. Next spring, she'll be on the roster. Another draw control by the Mustangs. Come out with it. Larkey's just got too much speed for everybody on the field, so collects that bouncing ball over on the far sideline. She's going to work her way inside, finding a cutter. Spidorsha shot, and she scores! Emily Spidorsha makes it 6-0 Mustangs right out of the timeout. Very nice of Mike Lodge to say that Emily has done a little bit to develop her left hand. I haven't seen her use it yet. Draw control there by the Hurricanes. Spadorcia giving chase. Hurricanes are going to loop back with it. Back for Como. Como with a sidearm and a save by Mannering. Saw it the whole way in, and she just dropped down a level to make that stop. Pushed ahead now. Coming down with speed, sticking her left hand, Olivia Naughton. Is that a charge or a block? Slow to get up. Good to see she's all right. Looks like Tia Binzen. She's all right. She'll remain on the field, so it'll be Olivia Naughton on a free possession. Lodge coming over the top side. Oh, and that one just wide. From our angle, I thought that might have gone in. Naughton stopped by 2 sticks. Gets all the way by, and that one just high again. The Mustangs back to collect. It's Maddie Sopel with the speed back behind the cage. I think. It's not. It's Quinn Brown. Shay Larkey recollects. Running point, Emily Spadorcia. Oh, there it is. Stick in her left hand. She's going to move to the right. And it's going to be a push. And Hurricanes ball. The far side, on the wing, looking to dodge by 2 Mustangs. 3 now. Now she's going to look for blown dead. We're actually going to call a free possession here. So Bomik's going to have a first opportunity to get the Hurricanes on the board. She's going to fire, and a save by Mannering. Just kind of planted and fired. Mannering saw it the whole way. Not sure what the call was there. He blew 2 whistles for no reason. Here's Bomik for Sloan. Fake pass to Como. Not a lot of people moving within the first, after the first layer of offense for the Hurricanes. Nobody cutting off the backside. Now we got some feet moving. Sloan back up top. Now again, everybody moving. Everybody standing still when she's cutting to the cage, and that one just wide, and it'll remain Hurricanes ball. 7:06, just halfway through this second quarter. Mustangs still lead by a touchdown. Here's Sloan. Good D by the Mustangs. Fake shovel pass again. Fed up top to Como. Back over. Shot bounce, and that one jumped over the cage. And it'll remain Amherst-Pelham ball. Shuffling them all up. Mars Leonard back up top for Abby Como. Como and another save by Mannering. Mannering looking straight up ahead. to get the quick transition. She does. And it's collected by Olivia Naughton. Stick in her left hand. She's got Lodge on her right. She feeds. Lodge, the lefty, cutting across, shot. Bounce over his shoulder, and it rolls in. 7-0 Mustangs. Good look there, and that started all the way back in the defensive zone with the save by Allie Mannering. She quickly fed it up to Olivia Naughton, who in transition found Olivia Lodge, who cut in and fired. Good things happen when you put it on net. It rolled all the way by Conrad and in. And it's 7-0 Norwood. 6 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Draw controlled by Hurricanes. Sloan. They have numbers. Shot. Finally getting one. Sneaking it in is Bomick, the sophomore. And you get the Hurricanes on the board. Just capitalizing on that odd player rush that time were the Hurricanes. Just finding the open player. Finally found an open lane and snuck it in on the stick side of Mannering. Sopel in that time for the Mustangs as she lost that draw control to, I think it was Abby Como. But not before the Hurricanes have any chance to get any offense. The Mustangs will pick it up. We'll take it inside the 30 of their offensive zone. Fed ahead, but just ahead of Olivia Naughton. Does a good job goosing it and picking it up. That's Shea Larkey now. Larkey with 2 goals on the day. Back up top now for Bridget Sopel. Sopel's going to move to her left as everyone rotates. Causing some traffic on that left-hand side. She's going to cut back, and a whistle will blow it dead. It'll look like Sopel will start with a free possession. Sopel fed it on back to Larkey. Lollipop pass ahead. Sopel shot and a save. That one was either tipped wide or shot. It looks like it was shot wide, and the Mustangs will maintain the possession. Back behind is Lodge. Stick in her left hand. Hard cut. Shot and a save by Conrad. And another, she gets another opportunity and capitalizes on that one. That's 3 for Lodge here just in the second quarter. The lead back up to 7 for the Mustangs. .4:13 to go here in this first half of girls lacrosse. Again, you're tuned in to the preliminary round of the MIAA Division II girls lacrosse tournament. Norwood High leads Amherst-Pelham 8-1 here. Not in draw controls, however, as the Hurricanes pick up another one. Here's Sloan working down the right-hand side. She's going to take it all the way behind the cage. Circle her way around. Found a lane. And stuffed there by Mannering. Mannering's going to sling that one to midfield. And collected there by Julia Gallo. Coming down the left-hand side, sticking her left hand. She's going to cut in, sticking her right hand this time. Moving it ahead now. Far side for Sopel. Sopel's going to slow it down and give it on back to Larkey. Larkey kept to the outside. Lodge with a chance, and that one saved. And Larky's there to chase the possession down. And they'll start it on the far sideline. Staunton up top to Larky. Larky to Sopel. Sopel to Gallo. Gallo downloaded to Zamito. And Zamito to Lodge at X. Looks over her options, tipped. A ground ball battle, and the Hurricanes will come out with it. Knocked down by the Mustangs. Quickly recollected. Here's Bomick. 2.5 to go here in the opening half. Sloan now. Fed in the middle. Inside post. Did it go in? It did. Eight to 2. Lead back now to 6 with 2:20 to go here in the opening half. Larky back in for the draw control as her team leads by half a dozen. Alone, go Amherst from the crowd. Down 8 to 2. Draw controlled once again by the Hurricanes. They haven't had any trouble inside the face-off circle today. Believe that draw control probably went to the Mustangs. Not sure if you can determine that as a full possession off that, but the Mustangs will recollect before the Hurricanes have any chance to start any offense, as we'll start this possession behind their own goal line. Or behind their goal line, I should say. Here's Zamito. Had Lodge cutting, but good defense there by number 20 in maroon, Kiera Cuniff. Larky up top. Fed over for Sopel. They're going to weave in and out as Spadorsha comes around the turn. She stands up her defender. See, in basketball, that would have gone for a charge. She had her feet set, ran right through her. In lacrosse, you get free possession out of it. Spadorsha with speed. Shot, she scores! They might call it back. No, they'll count it. Her left leg did slide into the crease, but they determined it was after when the ball crossed. And it's 9 to 2 Mustangs. 63 seconds to go here in this opening half. Back in for the draw control. It's Abby Como. Shea Larky for the Mustangs. Draw controlled by the Hurricanes. Bomick. For Candido. Back up top. No, Candido still on this wing side. Back up top now for Sloan. Approaching the 30-second mark of the opening half. Sloan with a fake pass. She couldn't maintain the possession, but Stripes will bail him out and stop the clock and give him a free possession. Plants and fires, she scores. Finally got one back. 25 seconds to go here in the opening half. Sloan got one on the straight-on free possession. Lodge back in for the draw. Abby Como. Going to try to win once again for the Hurricanes. Very clean draw win there by the Hurricanes. That one dropped right into the cross of Bomick, who feeds Sloan, who has the most recent goal for Amherst-Pelham. As that one's knocked out of her cross by Larkey. A lot of palms up in the air for that one. As Larkey cleanly dislodged that ball. And that should do it for the opening half. Norwood on top, 9-2. We'll be right back right after this. Hello and welcome back to Norwood High, the preliminary round of the MIAA Division II Girls Lacrosse Tournament. Norwood High taking on Amherst-Pelham. They lead 9-3 after the first half, and the first draw control will go to the Hurricanes. That'll be their 10th draw control of the game. They had 9 coming into this half. Only scored 3 off those draw controls. Had 7 draw controls just alone in that second quarter. Interesting stat here. All their attempts have been on net. 6 attempts, 6 shots on goal. 3 goals for the Hurricanes. Long shot there. 3 Mustangs back, but it'll be Sloan will be the first one to the baseline. Oh, I didn't think that was the way he pointed. Guess the Mustangs will get it. Good play there by Sloan, and another good play to rebut by Shea Larkey. Shea Larkey showing off her incredible athleticism there and just quick reaction time just to gain that possession back. Spidorsha is going to try to run her way out of traffic, and it'll be over the head. So it'll maintain the Mustangs' possession. Long pass back for Emily O'Connor. Bridget Sobel. Excuse me, that's not Sobel. That's Sophia Venditti. She's got tons of speed coming down that far side. Katie Pritchard. Norwood legend. Larkey. Going to continue the possession. Larkey for Naughton. Naughton cuts in. Shot. She scores. 10 goals for the Mustangs. And it's 10-3 Norwood. Coming into this game, 126 career goals for the senior captain, Olivia Naughton. Again, as I mentioned in the first half, she's a 2-time TVL All-Star honorable mention and a 1-time TVL All-Star this season. You can keep an eye out for her name in the girls lacrosse world for the next couple seasons. She'll continue her lacrosse career at Springfield College in Springfield, Massachusetts. One other Norwood High alumni plays lacrosse there currently, and that's on the boys' side. That's Jake Smelster. Plays boys lacrosse at Springfield College. Mannering couldn't connect with Katie Pritchard. Spidorsha was there to leg it, but it rolls out of her grasp as well and past Quinn Brown, who will be out of bounds. And the Hurricanes ball. The Patriots-Rams Super Bowl score here, 10-3. I think that was the final score of that Super Bowl. Who cares? This is girls lacrosse. Sidearm save by Mannering. And that one will be blown dead. That'll be up by her head, so she'll get a free possession out of that. Ava Carey. Mustangs making some defensive changes until everybody's standing still, and she'll get the go. She goes upstairs with it. And Ava Carey is on the board. Ten to 4 to the score now with 8.5 to go here in the third frame. Ava Como, or Abby Como, I should say, because that's her name. Taking on Shay Larkey for the draw. Very good at those. Hurricanes very good at the draws. I think they've won 11 now out of the 15. Shot by Sloan, and that one deflected high. It'll be Mustang ball. So the Hurricanes trail 10 to 4, something they're probably not too familiar with this season, coming into this game 16-2. So not very many losses for them this year. They even finished the regular season 5-0 in their last 5 games. 3 one-goal games out of their last 5. The 2 exceptions. They beat Chicopee back on the 20th of May, 18-5, and they beat Lee 19-6. But South Hadley, Mount Greylock, and Belchertown, all one-goal games. They came out victorious in all 3 of them. 13-12, 12-11, and 16-15 to wrap up their regular season. Como kind of went underarm there, and Mannering there to knock it down. Dropping down a level to get that one. Going to take a step out of her crease. That one's knocked out of the cross, but she was outside of her crease, so that's legal. And the Mustangs pick it up. Larkey with her back to the defenders. She dropped it twice, but kept it in as she tiptoed the sidelines. It's quite impressive. 22 in white, Michaela Brown. Haven't said her name yet as she moves that one ahead. With speed coming down that left-hand side, Sophia Venditti. Waste no time. She gets her defender to turn inside out. Madison Doucette with a lane. Mike Lodge from the sideline said go, and she scores! Madison Doucette. Mike Lodge saw it from all the way down the other side of the field. 11-4 Mustangs. Now, I don't know if we show single cam replays in the edit, but if you can get some of that audio, you can hear Mike Lodge say, go, when he saw that the lane opened up. And she said, oh, yeah, look at that. She walked right in. She scored a goal, 11-4 Mustangs. Draw control. This time, Norwood. Shay Larkey with the speed. Looking over her options. Cuts back, finds Lodge. Here's Lodge down the right-hand side. She fakes. Shot. Scores! Across the body for Olivia Lodge. The senior attack with her 4th of the game. Another 4-year starter on this team is Olivia Lodge. And a captain. Extremely high lacrosse IQ, which you can see so far through 2.5 quarters. So far today. Haven't seen so much of the offense run through her through X in the second and third quarters here, but we saw it a lot in the opening quarter. But with her fourth today, that's her 91st goal of the season, I believe. That is a crazy number. 91 goals in one season. That's wild. That's like what? This is their 9-9, 18 is their 19th game. That's some crazy numbers right there. Potentially a Norwood High Hall of Famer. As that one's blown dead. I say the stick was up by the head. Ava carry. From the wing. With a free possession. Sopel did a good job of getting inside, but just had the extra step on her was Carey. She sneaks that one by Mannering's left-hand side. That'll cut the lead to 7. Draw controlled by the Hurricanes. Bomick. She made a couple cuts and found a lane. Another goal. Half a dozen goal lead now. Yeah, if you look around the field, it looks like the Mustangs have changed up a little bit of their personnel. Their on-field personnel. Draw. Pinballed around. And it's going to roll out of bounds on the far sideline. Let's see who they call. And I thought he pointed that way. He did. So it will be Hurricanes ball. As they carry it over the 50. Into the offensive side, past the 30-yard line. Como. Cuts to her right. Just going to pull it out. Shot, that one high, and actually grabbed out of midair by Bomick. They're going to call it free possession for a hold. It's going to be Como. Shot, and she scores. Lead down to 5. Mustangs going to do some changing. Staunton's going to come off. Spadorsha's going to come back in. Lodge going to be back in for the draw control. And Abby Como, who's doing her best to knuckle and claw back into it. It's 12-7 Mustangs. Draw control by Olivia Lodge. Much needed. Well-timed draw control by the Mustangs. She's going to take her time with it and move it all the way down through X. This is what we were talking about earlier with how the offense runs through X. X, for all our non-lacrosse people, is the area right behind the net. We refer to that as X. Back up top now for Spidorsha to Sopel. Sopel's pass is knocked down. Spidorsha there to recollect. Spidorsha has to duck out of the way of a stick. And she makes a quick pass for Naughton. Back up top to Larkey. Over for Sopel. He's going to pull it back out to the far side. Mustangs in a 3-2-2 set. Sopel through the middle. Pinballs through. Off the back. And up in the air, collected by Spidorsha. He's going to say it rolled over the back of Jess Zamito. Almost on the back of her neck there. It physically rolled over. Larkey with speed down the right-hand side. Bounce shot, but it won't count as that play is blown dead, and we'll get a free possession for Shea Larkey on the inner fan. Mustangs fans pleased with that call. Larkey slows it down. Down low for Naughton. Naughton turns, and that one knocked out of the way and over the stick of Olivia Lodge. And now the Mustangs will redefend to ride on the breakout. She's going to leg it up. All the way up to about the 40, but knocked down by the Mustangs. Collected by Sopel. She's having a tough time running her way out of traffic. And she did a good job sticking with it. She comes out with it. There's a minute left here in the third frame. Olivia Lodge sticking her left-hand shot, and that one just high. Naughton with 55 seconds to go here in the third frame. Lodge, she's got space, fakes, and a save by Conrad. Can't make contact with the goaltender in their crease. If she had cleanly picked that ball out of the air, that would have counted, but she came into contact with the head of her stick, so that one won't count. Very rare they can cleanly pick that one out of the air for our lacrosse, non-lacrosse people, I should say. Lacrosse people know. Sloan now, coming across the 40. She gets that one knocked out of her stick, and a whistle will blow it dead. It'll cause her to reset right around the 30. Sloan now, with speed, stick in her right hand. She's met by a couple Mustangs, and that one sailed high and wide. And they'll consider that a shot. So it'll be 12-7 at the end of 3 here at Norwood High School, the Division II Girls Lacrosse MIAA preliminary round. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter right after this. And welcome back to the fourth frame. Joe Spidorsha flying solo here in the Nord Community Media. Mustangs on top 12-7 here from Norwood High. Olivia Lodge has some room, fakes the shot, and she's going to take it back behind her cage. Total third quarter attempts. Shot and a goal! Olivia Naughton, before I could even go through the numbers. Brings a lead to 13-7 now. Back to the draw control. It'll be Olivia Lodge, Abby Como. Let's take a look at the draw control numbers. Last quarter, Norwood had 2. The Hurricanes had 5. That brings the game totals up. Norwood with 7, including the last possession, the first possession of the fourth quarter. And draw controls doubled up by the Hurricanes. They have 14 to the Mustangs now 8. Spidorsha going to goose it ahead as she runs right in. That one's still pinballing around. The Mustangs will come out with it. Lodge. Gonna run that offense for Max. Oh, quick turn there. Good D. Samito. Ball down. Staunton with the turnover. Lutjen. Ahead. For Carey. (13-7), still anybody's game. Mustangs were up by as much as, I believe, 8 in this contest. Shot and a save by Mannering. Venditti did a lot of legging in the third quarter on the transitions, but she'll make a pass here for Spidorsha. Spidorsha's being pinned to the sideline. And a quick restart. Skip pass ahead for Lodge. A lot of traffic, and Lodge is going to get a free possession with a flag down on that play. Cuts back, shot, and that one just wide. Sun finally peeking between the clouds now. Didn't bring my sunglasses for this one, as we see pretty cloudy day when we walked up here at the school on the hill. Gary ahead for Bomick. Bomick at X. For Sloan at the wing on the far side. Sloan met by a wall of Mustang defenders. I'm not sure what happened there. The Hurricanes will maintain. Oh, maybe she got hit up high. She's dropped all of her gear. She appears to be all right. Maybe drew blood. Can't be playing with, some. She appears to be all right, but the free possession will go to the player that subbed in for her. I'll get her number in a second. Really shallow bounce shot and collected behind by Kiko Bomick. I think that's 22 in maroon, Ava Ciccarelli, who made the sub. Shot and a goal for number 9, Zoe Candido. Makes it 11-8, or 13-8, I should say. And another draw controlled by Abby Como. These draw controls will prove to be more and more important as the time goes on. 13-8. Some traffic up top. Looking backside. Cuts in on the left. Back to her right. Cuts to her left. And blown dead. Another free possession to get within 4. Zoe Candido. She stuffs that one in. Excuse me, that's Kiko Bomick. Another clean draw control by the Hurricanes. Abby Como putting on a clinic so far today. This time it's Zoe Candido. Shot and another goal. It's 13-10 now. It was 12-7 coming into this fourth quarter. It's 13-10 now. This Hurricanes team knows how to win close games. This is another draw controlled by the Hurricanes. 6 minutes to go. Sophia Venditti almost picked a pass off there at the top. It's Amelia Luchin for Kiko Bomick. Bomick all the way around. Shovel pass for Como. Como fakes right, goes left. And a whistle for a hold. It'll be another free possession. That one just high. Claire Kennedy back. Kennedy for Amherst. Through traffic. Made the pass Candido for Como. Sidearm saved by Mannering. 4.5 to go. Mustangs still lead by 3. Catch by Emily O'Connor behind her own cage. Zips it ahead for Emily Spidorsha on the far sideline. Spidorsha fakes a cut in. She's going to leg it over the 50. Lollipop pass for Sopel, who has trouble collecting. Eventually scoops it up off the ground. She has 5 Hurricanes around her and gets it knocked out of her cross, but it's too close for the chop. Dangerous chop, and that'll be Mustang possession. Oh, they're going to call it. They're going to call a slash on that. So it'll be a man advantage. That's a 2-minute advantage for the Mustangs. That one, a costly mistake for the freshman Kiera Cuniff. Depending on the result of this 2-minute man advantage. She had Shay Larkey cutting to the cage. Backdoor. Good catch. Back down low now for Zamito. Zamito to Lodge. Hurricanes fans pleading for their defense to make a stop as they trail by 3. Lodge looking for, find someone. That's Olivia Naughton. Naughton for Larkey. Flag down, and she'll get a free possession. Larkey splits the D, shot, and a save by Conrad. Another whistle. And Naughton this time will have a chance with a free possession. From the inner arc. She's going to pull it out. She couldn't find Larkey. And the referee will bail us out and give us the ball back. .30 seconds to go in the player advantage. Back behind for Lodge. Lodge waits for a defender. She's going to make a cut out front, and she's going to get a free possession from behind the cage now. The player advantage has been killed by the Hurricanes. I believe there were no shot attempts during that for the Mustangs. Oh, she was looking for Naughton, who was cutting to the cage. We'll see who comes out with a loose ball. It'll be Spidorsha. She's going to take her time with it. 90 seconds to go here in the first round game between the Mustangs and the Hurricanes. Lodge with the stick in her right hand, taking her time with it. That'll be a free possession. She drew a penalty there. She didn't get all of it on the shot, but she drew a possession, and she'll get a free possession from the inner fan. This is Nora Staunton. Goes across. And Larkey picks up her own shot attempt. Shea Larkey with under a minute to go here in regulation. She's met by 2 defenders, finds a late shot, and she scores! Shea Larkey makes it 14-10 with just over 45 to go here in regulation. There's going to be a big draw control now. Another jump ball. Spidorsha picks up the ground ball. She's going to run it all the way back. Run laterally across the field. Going to cut in. The far side. Pushes it ahead. Knocked out of the air by Larkey and out of bounds. Clock ticks. We're at the 20-second mark. 15 to go. 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Mustangs win it. They'll advance to the next round as they take down the 16-2 Amherst-Pelham Hurricanes. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to talk to head coach Mike Lodge and Olivia Lodge right after this. Coming off the win, 14-10, Division II preliminary round. Olivia Lodge, senior captain. Tell us a little bit about just your feelings coming off the field after a win like that.
I think our energy was amazing today. We definitely brought it all to the field today. Our middies, Shay, Spud, Bridget, great midfielders. They really worked their butts off today. And without them, we wouldn't have the plays that we have.
Awesome. So you're winning by 7 or 8 goals coming into that, midway through that third quarter. What is that message like to maintain the game plan when you're up by that many?
When we're up by that many, we have to maintain the same energy that we have. We can't decrease the energy, or else they're going to come up on us, and the gap is slowly going to close. But I think we kept it on them today.
Yeah, and then the reverse of that, when it starts to get closer there at the end, how do you keep, as a captain, keep your team together to maintain composure?
When we get the ball on offense, we try to settle it down. We work it around. Every player touches the ball at least once, and then we try to work an offensive set. And I think we did really well today, controlling the ball, holding on to the ball, keeping it safe.
Your number 18 captain, Olivia Lodge, 242 career goals, 84 career assists for 326 career points. How do you do it?
A lot of time and effort. I put a lot of work into my sport. I really love to play. And yeah, it's really fun for me. So
thank you very much, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Joined now by the head coach, Mike Lodge. Mike, thanks for joining us. Sure. Another big win. Tell us about how you felt coming off that field after that result.
As a head coach, it's my first tournament win. Qualified the last 3 years. Thank you. And 0-2, so now 1-2. Feels pretty good.
All right, so you're coming into that game, you take a look at their record, and 16-2. Wow. You're a 9-9 team for the second season in a row. What's the message like to the team?
Don't be fooled by, we were ahead of them, because it's
right.
The power rankings with the strength of schedule. So I'm guessing 16-2. They don't play in the most competitive conference. But as you saw, it was a competitive game. I said that to the coach coming in. I watched one of their films of their games. They do a lot of things that we do. They have some good players. They have some good offensive plays, and then they put the ball on the ground. So I knew it was going to be competitive. I knew we got up early and wasn't super comfortable because I knew the landslide was coming a little bit. But we survived. The girls worked their butts off today. Allie Mannering was so great in net. And Olivia touched on it. Our mids are insane, right? Bridgie, Spud, Shay. Shay's just on a different level, different animal, so competitive. And then again, our freshman Madison today getting her first goal in a tournament game is huge.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, actually, because I could hear from all the way up here. You said go. What were you seeing from the sidelines that gave her that go?
So Madison, a freshman, get some spot time to give those 3 mids that very rarely come off the field, give them some spot time. And sometimes they get a little nervous. They just want to move the ball, make sure they catch the ball and move it, and don't get aggressive necessarily. It was a wide open lane. They just left her there, so I was just screaming, go, go, go. And she finally went, and it closed a little bit. She made a couple of nice moves. She's a super athletic kid and buried it, and the whole team went bananas. It was great.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a great moment. And I even mentioned on the broadcast, I could hear you yell go from up here. So, hopefully that picks up over on the broadcast. So just talk about your team's ability to close out that close game towards the end of the stretch there.
Yeah, so the yellow card helped. Right.
Absolutely.
So we're up a man, and Shay Larkey and I actually had a conversation about it at the end. Her mindset is to go score, score, score. We had just been hemorrhaging goals, right? We weren't doing great on the draws. They were scoring goals. They were closing the gap. So I was hoping, all right, we got 2 minutes to play with here. Let's be efficient, work the ball around, and then if we can score at the end of it, great, which is exactly what happened. A little bit sloppy, but the mindset is to just kill the clock. Clock is your friend at that point, and then take home the victory.
Last question here, and then I'll let you go. With the draw controls, that was something you struggled with all day. What's kind of the message, coming into this game, and then once you realize, you might not get them all?
So, yeah, that's the thing. We have 3 players that are pretty good at the draw here with Olivia, Bridgie, and Shay, and they each take it a different way. Olivia is more of the straight up, let me get up over you and grab it. Bridgie's just power straight out, and Shay is kind of that mix of up and the power. So at that point, it's wreck it. Just get in there and wreck it and let the athletic girls on the circle, like Emily and Shay, go get the ball, right? It's on the ground. We got a really good chance of getting it. We're that athletic. So that's the message.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the way. Congratulations on your first career playoff win.
Thank you.
Mike Lodge, head coach, Girls Lacrosse.
Appreciate it.